As a student, you need to see to it that whatever business you're doing does not affect your studies and can still afford you the extra cash, because I know how it can be on those broke days that you'll be looking for 500 naira, babe, but you will not see. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you very doable, practical businesses that you can do as a student that will not interfere with your studies, and you'll still have the extra cash. And the number 4 is the one that you can actually start with no money. Like, you don't even need money to start it right now. So let's get right into the video. The first one that I want to bring your way is online registration. You know how busy it can get at the beginning of every section and semester. Online registration is a great side hustle for students because you can equally help other students to register their courses, school fees payments, scholarship application, even up to applying for transcripts. Last year when I went to apply for transcripts in Unibe, the guy that did it for me actually charged me 42,000 or thereabouts, and I think the application on the site was about 37,000. That is about how much difference? 5,000 naira difference for helping me to apply for my transcript. That is something that he did within an hour, and he got 5,000 naira as his charge fee. So imagine you're able to do 2 or 3 of that in a day. That is already 15,000 naira sitting down in your account. Also, you can include the typing of assignments, projects, and other research work. This is something that you can actually do as a student. After classes, you can actually do this business, and on the days that you don't have classes, you have it to yourself, as well as the weekends. This is one business that you can start as a student. Imagine you're even able to make as much as 20 to 30,000 naira profit, excluding your expenses every week. It's actually something to support you while you are in school, so that on those days that you are yet to get money from home, or you are even sponsoring yourself, it can equally go a long way. But I know that it is capital intensive because you probably need to get your laptop, you need to get a generator in case there is power outage, you need to get printer and all of that. But if you have the capital for it, you can go into this business. And the number 4 point that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, you don't actually need capital for that as a student. So if you don't have the cash, I still have something for you. The second one that I want to talk about is the sales of recharge card. Now, this is the one that I personally did while I was in Unibe. I stayed in hall 1 and I was selling recharge cards in my room. When I moved to hall 2 in 200 level, I was not able to sell, although I started, but my cards were always missing, because the way I did it was, when I go to classes, my roommates will help me to sell, and then they will keep the money for me. But when I was in hall 2, my money was not always adding up, and so I had to stop. You know that the profit from recharge card wasn't so much, but because of the large sales, you're actually able to make good profits. Though you are making like 20 naira profit, 10 naira profit, because you are making a lot of sales, because people are always in demand for recharge cards, right? At the end of the day, it makes up for something. Now, this is not me saying I prefer hall 1 to hall 2. No, I'm just saying that I wasn't lucky with my roommate in 200 level, but when I went back to hall 1 again in 300 level, I was able to continue this business, and then I added the sales of Indomie and eggs. That was what happened in my 300 level, and this was what I was able to do till I left school. Now, I was making profit of about 7,000 naira every month from the sales of Indomie, recharge cards, and eggs. $1 then was going for 160, 170, and $1 now is going for 1617. If you are looking at it with the current exchange rate, you can say that I was making about 60 to 70,000 naira every month. So you can say that it's actually something very profitable. Now, one of the strategies that actually made people to be buying my eggs then was, I will always go for the bigger eggs. Even though they were more expensive, I will go for the bigger ones, so that when you buy my eggs, you will always want to come back. They are like, that girl, 305. Our eggs are always very big, so they always want to come back. And then when they are buying eggs, they are buying Indomie as well. Although I was selling it at the same price, 30 naira at a den, but my eggs were bigger, and I was always selling out my things very fast. If you can speak eloquently and make people laugh, then you can become an MC and a comedian. You can actually just refine your skills by watching videos here on YouTube on how to host and master a ceremony. You can start with hosting a friend's birthday party. You get referrals from there, and it becomes a legit side hustle. This is something that you can equally take outside of school. It doesn't just end on campus. Even when you leave school, you can host events like the great comedians that we have today, like Basketmouth. He started like that in Unibe, and today he is a living legend in the comedy industry. Those seeds that you're planting on campus will actually become something bigger when you leave school. Now, this one is my favorite for students. If you don't have a physical store, you don't have money to start a business, and you don't want to bother yourself with all of that, then this particular one, drop shipping, is for you. Because with drop shipping, you don't need a physical store, you don't need to own this product. All you need to do is to be the middle guy. You actually take quality pictures of this product, put it on your WhatsApp and across your social media platforms. When people see these things, they are interested, they make an order for it. You add your profit to the price that you're going to be giving the buyer, and when they pay you, you take away your profit from it, send the other money back to the seller, and the seller ships the products to the buyer in your name. So with this, you're actually building a customer base that even tomorrow after school, you want to continue in the line of the products you have been actually selling. You still maintain your customer base. That is how beautiful it is. You don't need money to actually start this business. All you need is what you already have, your phone that you are using to watch me right now, or whatever device that you're using. You can drop ship anything, ranging from fashion items to furniture to appliances, whatever it is you want to drop ship for. All you need to do is to just put them across your social media platforms. When people make orders, you're getting paid for it. If you are skilled in makeup, in making of hair, fixing of nails and lashes, this one is something you can do on campus, on weekends, or even after classes. That is where you come in. If you are skilled in making of hair, makeup, fixing of nails and lashes, you know, baby girls still want to slay on campus, even on a budget. So if you are skilled in this aspect, this is something that you can rent out to people on weekends. I actually know somebody who was able to train herself through school with making of hair. Now it's even better because people now revamp wigs and all. Then wigs were not really a thing, and if people wanted to make hair, you have to be there physically to attend to them. Now with wig making and revamping, you can actually take these things to your hostel, do it at your own convenience time, and then return it to them, and that's it. So as a student, if you're skilled in this aspect, don't sleep on your skill. It is something that can still be fetching you extra cash in school. The need for writers have grown exponentially, and if you're a great writer, then sites like Upwork and Fiverr are for you. You can equally still flaunt your skills on LinkedIn and update your portfolio from time to time. You're going to be landing jobs like no man's business. You can even ghostwrite for people, because there are people who want to put out things out there and claim that it is theirs, but they actually need people to write it for them, and that's where you come in. As long as they are giving you your pay, you don't have an issue, right? Freelancing is something that you can do as a student, because you can do it from anywhere you are. You're not restricted. If you are good in graphics design, in web design, these are skills that you can be earning from, even in dollars. If you don't have these skills, there are things that you can still learn at your own time. Even as a student, it doesn't even interfere with your studies, because you are learning at your own pace and at your own time. So you can go to sites like Udemy, Skillshare, Coursera, actually learn these things. Even YouTube, you can watch videos on YouTube to abreast yourself with these skills, and you'll be cashing out from it as a student. One good thing with it also is that it is not limited to just when you're on campus. Even after you graduate, this is something you're still going to be earning from. So I believe that it's a good skill that you can actually learn right now that will serve you as a student. Even after graduating, you're still going to be earning from it. If you love taking pictures, then you want to consider photography. There is no doubt that people love to take photographs during matriculations, birthday parties, and fun times. For me, it was even just beyond that. Then I used to take pictures for memory's sake, and I'm happy that I did that, because my phone, as at then, I lost my memory card. But you see, those pictures that I took in those days are still with me till now. People actually take pictures not just because they have special occasions, they take it for memory's sake. Apart from taking of pictures, students are always taking passports for one thing or the other. All you need to do is to get a good camera and then start your photography journey. Let's talk about the one that people have been doing from time immemorial. I mean, this particular one is as old as the school itself, which is offering tutorial services. Yes, tutorial services have always been there from time immemorial. So if you are a good teacher, you want to teach students who are offering GST courses, or people in your department that are having difficulties with one course or the other, and you are good in these courses, you are a brilliant champ. Why are you sleeping on your skill? You can make money from it by offering tutorials to students for a token. You can even take it a step further by digitalizing it. If you know you don't have the time to actually put people in a physical class, do you know that you can actually record yourself teaching these things and make it a digital product? You can actually sell it to people online. I think this one is so beautiful, because just one video, you can sell it as many times as you can. If they have questions, they can send it to you on WhatsApp or email it to you. This is another one that you should consider. You can actually make digital products out of this knowledge that you have. Most of the self-improvement books that I ever got on campus, I bought it from my fellow students. Even till now, the guy I get my books from, I knew him from fellowship back then in 2011. Yes, it's over a decade's relationship, and I still buy books from him because we happen to live in the same state. So that is it. If you are a student, you can start selling books. This is another lucrative business idea that you can start as a student, and you can even upscale it later after school, because the guy that I buy books from right now, he has a very big shop that he sells from now. As a student, he was doing it by the side, but today he has upscaled. What about the sales of fashion items? Students still love to look good on a budget. You can actually buy thrift wares and sell to students, jewelry, any fashion items that just make people look good on campus. You can actually capitalize on it. One thing you need to know is that students love trends, so you want to look for things that are trending, that will easily just appeal to them, so that you can sell out fast. So these are some of the business ideas that you can start on campus, and you're going to be making money from them. Let me know down in the comment section the one that appeals the most to you. Which one are you going to be starting with? I'd love to know down in the comment section. If you have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments as well. Thank you so much for your time here. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video to someone that you know is going to benefit from this video. Thank you so much, and check out this video where I talked about businesses that you can start with 50,000 naira.